friends, and welcome to another video. It is 7 a.m. It is October 12th. It is a Tuesday. I figured today I would do a full day of eating because I know these are your fave, and I thought I'd bring it back. Also, I just want to talk through kind of like where the nutrition side of things is at for me right now, kind of what I have been doing, my game plan moving forward, just a brutally honest chat and kind of some goal setting, because I think it might be helpful for you guys. It's cool for me to document, and it kind of goes along with the whole full day of eating vibe. I did forget to show you the first two things that I put in my body. So I have my Opti Reds, Opti Greens, mix those up. Do I have more on my face? No. Okay, so have my Opti Greens and Opti Reds. I also do just like drink water while I am getting ready, which, do you see my outfit? I'll show you guys when it's lighter outside, but it's a new Buffbunny collection launching Saturday, which I believe is the 16th, so it might already launch by the time that this goes out, but I love the like leathery look. I think it's super cool. So now Mr. Akiba, who my shoe has literally just become his toy. I gave up. That happened like a week ago, so just made the transition. But we're gonna go on our long walk and get coffee, which may or may not last until I get back. The walk is like 20 minutes each way. I really have to tire him out because he has a lot of energy. So we're gonna go do that, and it's actually raining, so that should be fun. Okay, so a little update. That walk was much longer than anticipated. I live right on like a boardwalk path, and usually I walk to the left, but it's like a dirt path right along the river, lake here, and I was like, it's raining. It was raining outside all last night and this morning, and I was like, I'm not trying to like walk in the mud the whole way, especially with that little dude. So I walked the other way because it's like a pavement like bridge. It was so beautiful, but I got kind of lost and ended up being, literally I was walking for an hour and 20 minutes. So I will say, just in general, since having him, my NEAT is through the freaking roof. It's also just a lot of time. It's been a reality check of what it's like to have a big dog, let alone a big puppy, especially in an apartment complex. But I think he is tired, and I did get my coffee. I thought I would show you guys what I get. It is very much gone. This is what I get. So usually I get a Venti. Today I got a Trenta. Don't judge. I got a Trenta cold brew with light ice, sugar-free vanilla, no specific pumps, just whatever they put in the size you get. A splash of almond milk, and then I get vanilla sweet cream cold foam on top. So good. You don't have to get light ice, but you just get more coffee if you get light ice, you know? So usually what I do is get back from my morning walk, do my morning routine, finish my coffee if there's any left, and then crank out like some, like responding to messages, emails, that kind of stuff. And then I'll make my first meal. But I am actually decently hungry, which is good because I want to start eating a little bit earlier. I'd say usually I eat my first meal around like 10, 10:30, sometimes even 11. Not necessarily on purpose. I just get caught up working. But I'm actually pretty hungry, and it's 8:55 right now. So I'm gonna get to work, and I'll show you guys my first meal. We have just oats, normal oats, and I cooked them in this pumpkin oat beverage. Not macro friendly, but so good. And then I have a whole egg, raspberries, egg whites on the side. But seriously, try cooking your oats in like even almond milk, but this is so good because it makes it like pumpkin-y. I just don't like protein in my oats, but I just did some water and then probably only like a quarter cup of this, so it's not that much. But so good. But anyways, it's like 12:45 right now, and I have a bunch of calls. So typically, my schedule is just a little bit wonky because a lot of the alignment team is on the West Coast, and especially Melissa is like the co-founder, so obviously she starts work a lot later than I do. And typically I would like to go to the gym at like noon, it's like ideal for me, or like 1, but obviously that's only like 10 a.m. there. So typically I'll have calls and stuff till like 2:30 or 3, and then I go to the gym, and I'm hungry. So it's like 12:55 right now. I just took Kiba outside to go to the bathroom, and I'm snacking on watermelon. So I figured I should tell you guys that, but yeah, so a few more calls, lots of work stuff, and I will show you guys when I eat my next official meal. We're back. So just finished up calls, making my pre-workout meal. I've probably shown you guys this before, but I am making bagel French toast bites. So I'm not gonna show you guys the full recipe because it is, look at me making a mess. Because it is in a reel that I'm actually recording right now. My kitchen is a disaster. Okay, so here we have the final product. So beautiful. So basically, I'll put the recipe on Instagram, but it's the bagel French toast bites, and then I put some mini chocolate chips, a little sugar-free syrup, and some of this pumpkin cream cheese on top. Boom. Nice little product placement, but whipping up my pre-workout, I honestly pretty much always just go to the gym in like a big t-shirt. It's like very chill vibes here, which I like. But what I do pre-workout is I mix L-carnitine, which, I'm just being honest, ingestible L-carnitine does not have that many benefits. I just think it tastes really good. This is pineapple coconut, but what L-carnitine is supposed to do, does, is help your body utilize fat as fuel. Most important part though, I take Alpha Surge, which is First Form's non-stim pre-workout. So obviously I had a very large coffee this morning. I know I'm probably gonna get shit about my caffeine intake. Guys, even with my first video, I got a couple of rude comments. You don't need to go look back because I freaking deleted them. I don't deal with that bullshit. But YouTube people are mean. But yeah, and I'm gonna get shit about the amount of caffeine that I consumed. But that is the only caffeine I consume. So, Alpha Surge is a pump product. It also helps with focus. So a pump is not only gonna like make your muscles look like jacked and full in the gym, but it also helps shuttle blood to your muscles. So it's gonna help with muscle contractions, which actually does help you have a better workout, better mind-muscle connection. So there's that. And I just do a scoop of each. I fill my shaker pretty much the whole way, and I'm just gonna sip on this on the way to the gym. So there's that in my ghost shaker. I literally lose shakers. This is the only one I have. So very off-brand. I'm pretty sure Will left it here when he came. But anyways, thanks Will. But I will be back soon. I'm not gonna bring you to the gym because it's a full day of eating. But that's my update. Okay, we are home from the gym looking glorious as ever. I've actually been home for like 45 minutes now. I just had a call. Oh, hi Kiba. I want to train him to not jump, but I also am like, I've trained him to do so many things. I'm like, he's not even my dog, man. You drive me nuts. It's literally been a week exactly with this dude now. But, yeah. And you just ate, so I need to take him out soon, but I need to eat first. But I had a couple calls with ladies who are joining alignment. So we did that, and now I am so hungry, but I just had a pull day, so back and buys, and it was really quick. I was in and out in probably like 50 minutes, which for an upper body day, that's like pretty typical for me. But now we are going to make a bomb post-workout meal. So here we have the final product. product. It's gonna taste way better than it looks. But I have some Brussels sprouts, and I showed you guys I cooked it with this bacon. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of meant to get turkey bacon to have for breakfast, and then they Instacarted me this, and it's so good. So I just put 2 pieces of this bacon and just chopped it up and then cooked the Brussels sprouts, and I threw in some mushrooms, and then here I have shrimp and rice. Honestly, I've not been making rice that much, but what I typically do is I just make one of these microwavable bags, and then I just use half one day and half the next day. So I just did half of this bag, guacamole from Trader Joe's that I showed you guys in my grocery haul. And then I'm just gonna finish this Tupperware of watermelon because I can tell it's about to go bad. And one thing I did not vlog was my watermelon obsession. That was documented on Instagram. But I probably eat one of these containers almost every day. I don't know why. I'm so obsessed. I don't know why I'm so obsessed, but I just am. And I'm kind of sad that like fruit / watermelon season is coming to an end, but I think it's because I train in the heat. Like even today, it was like 85 degrees when I was training, and I train like outside. So it's like super hydrating. So anyways, just gonna eat this too. Okay guys, I have to hop on a call here. I was gonna make a quick snack, but yeah, like I was talking about Pacific time, it's 8:30 here. Obviously in San Diego, it's only 6:30, but, which is when we have a lot of our meetings, like 6:30, since we have some coaches who like have corporate jobs too. But for me, it ends up being me working super late. So I was gonna make a snack, don't quite have time because I literally have 2 minutes, but I wanted to taste test this pumpkin 4-cheese Greek style yogurt dip. There we go. It's from Trader Joe's, and for 2 tablespoons, I'm not gonna like weigh it out or anything. It's 60 calories, 4 fat, 2 carbs, and 3 protein. Oh, you're supposed to heat it for 20 seconds in a microwave safe dish and stir. Not gonna do that. I'm just gonna have it with a couple of these, which today I also have had, like I'll just grab a few of these at a time and just like snack on them, but it smells pumpkin-y. Surprise. Okay. It almost tastes like an herb dip. It's not like spinach artichoke dip. There's some other dip that's like a more like herby one. What would it be? Oh, there's a lot of ingredients in here. There's some balsamic, there's some cheese, lemon juice. I genuinely can't figure out what the spice is, but it's really good. You can see the cheese in there. That is fire. Fire. It's like a savory thing for sure, not like a sweet thing, which I kind of figured with the cheese, but yo. If you're by Trader Joe's, you need this. Okay, next up, we got some chocolate milk. I'm gonna make my last meal here in a little bit because it is 9:20 and my call just ended. I still have a little bit of work to do, and then I'm gonna shower. But y'all know I really like to have a glass of wine at night, but I'm trying to not have it be like an every night thing. So I've kind of replaced my wine with collagen chocolate milk. I do have a scoop of collagen from First Form every single day, and I love that they have the flavored ones. This shit works. Like I shaved off half of my eyebrow. That's another thing you guys missed. Literally grew back in like a week. My lashes, since I got my extensions off, have grown. My natural hair has grown so much. Like I'm gonna be able to get my extensions out pretty soon. It used to be like literally like so broken. Like this is like new hair. So the collagen freaking works. But they have a chocolate one. So literally I just mix that and I just mix it with this little frother, and it mixes super, super well. So give that a try. My First Form link is always in the description box. They have a really good vanilla flavor and salted caramel. Salted caramel, I love putting that in coffee. You can also put it in like oats, Greek yogurt, whatever, and it is 15 grams of protein. Getting our protein in, getting that healthy skin, hair, nails, bones, joints, ligaments. So, last meal, what we have is like a serving and a half. I have to look what the serving size is. Yeah, like a serving and a half of this pumpkin pancake mix. And then I just mix it with like a big spoonful of this organic pumpkin. If you're measuring it, it's probably like 50, 60 grams. And then I just put a whole egg and a little bit of water, and then I just topped it with a serving of almond butter, sugar-free syrup, and now I'm gonna put on some of this coconut whipped topping. Oh yeah, So, I haven't had nighttime pancakes in a minute, but my need for pancakes was calling. So good. I said I don't really like to put protein powder in my oats. I do like it in pancakes, but you don't really like need it. And I had the collagen before, so I was like pretty good on protein for today. But obviously I did only eat 4 times, and I would say like it really does change it. I either eat like 4 or 5 meals a day typically, and I'm gonna kind of get into what I am doing nutrition wise, but for this meal I was definitely just behind on carbs and fat, so that's what this meal is. But I obviously just showered, I'm ready for bed, and tomorrow I'm just gonna kind of like update you on everything, and I'll definitely do more full days of eating, because what I will say is I really don't eat this, like remotely close to the same meals every single day, like at all. So I have a lot more like variety and like things to show you. Like even when I was making these, I was like, oh damn, I should have made something else besides pancakes, because I always make pancakes. And then I was like, damn, I should have showed them this meal or this snack. So I'll definitely show you guys more meals. I feel like today was a lot of like sweet stuff, which is kind of weird, but anyways, hope you enjoyed this full day of eating. See you guys tomorrow. Hello guys. Okay, I just wanted to finish out this video with just kind of a little update as far as my nutrition goes, what I have been doing, what I am doing / I'm planning on continuing to do, just because obviously it kind of goes along with the theme, and this channel is kind of to document my life, but in large part that is like my fitness journey. So I guess to kind of recap, and I'm gonna keep this really, really brief, but I finished my prep late July of 2020. So it's been like a year and a half. I did reverse fully out of that show, and I continued tracking for a while with the intention to grow, but knowing that I really don't plan on competing ever again. Never say never, like whatever, I loved it while I did it, but I just don't see it being a part of my life again. I was kind of like, had just this moment of like, why am I doing this? And it was literally just because I felt like that's what I should be doing, and that's what I had done for literally like 5 years, maybe longer. And I just started weaning away, and I kind of talked about this in my update Q&A video, that like I just like, it just kind of happened. I wasn't like, now I'm gonna start eating intuitively. It was just like I stopped really caring to track everything and like weighing everything out and whatever. I was like really, really enjoying my last probably like month in San Diego, and like I was working with Will like checking in with him, I should say, and I would just kind of be like, well, I tracked like a couple days this week and just like estimated things, and I was like, why am I doing this? Because I'm feeling shitty because I'm not sticking to what I'm doing. At the end of the day, I was like, I want to continue growing, but I didn't really have like serious physique goals. I was like, I just want to like live my life and obviously take care of myself. And one thing I will say is I did have to work on restoring my hormones, and I got labs and it was just like shit. So I was like, I know I need to be like eating enough to do that, basically. So it really started like when I moved to Austin. I was like, I'm just not gonna track, and it started out great. Like I was very just like mindfully eating in a slight surplus. Like I know from tracking for so long how to fuel myself, right? And I know what my body needs to achieve certain goals, and I was doing really, really well with it. Like I think since I've been in Austin, I probably gained 6, 7, 8 pounds, around there. So I grew and I was like crushing it. So me getting back to tracking isn't like, oh, like I just like can't not track. Like that's not it at all. And I definitely can just like maintain, right? Like I know how to do all these things, but it's kind of like I talked about in my last video. It's really been like the last month or so, and I guess this is kind of twofold, where first I just stopped prioritizing myself, and in large part that was my fitness goals, which is something that I don't just do for like physique related reasons, but because I love it and it makes me feel good. I had a lot of days where like I would just like forget to eat, or I'd be super busy because I was just like working, or I was like, oh, I'm like doing this with friends and this with this group of friends, and I have this meeting and that, and like I just like wasn't thinking about food, which is like a great thing. So I'd have days where I would just like forget to eat enough, or undereat, or just like eat super like convenient whatever stuff, which isn't bad, but I just didn't feel my best. And my recovery wasn't great in the gym. I wasn't really prioritizing my workouts either. Like, not that I'm like, you have to train 4 or 5 days a week, whatever, but like it was like some days I get there, like typically I like to train 5, sometimes I get there 5 days, sometimes it'd be like 2 or 3. It was kind of like, if I can get it in, I'll get it in. And again, for me, a lot of it just comes back to not prioritizing myself. And I want to be clear that like the days where I would undereat, it's not coming from a place of restriction at all. Like I would literally just get to the end of the day and I'd be like, well, I'm almost like stuffed myself now. And like I literally ate twice today. Like what the fuck, Lexi? Literally was just eating when I could. And I just know that I feel so much better when I'm fueling myself adequately, as we all do. And I'm like, why am I not using the knowledge I have from tracking to do this? I was doing so well with it, and I think it is just like life got very overwhelming. So for me, going back to tracking is more so just like bringing it back to prioritizing myself. And I'm not like, I've gotten questions like, are you gonna compete again and all this stuff? Like, no, guys, like, and I'm not gonna be super rigid with things. I know in the past when I've tracked, obviously it's been like with the goal of competing or whatever, and so I'm like, I'm like hitting these macros to the gram every day. And what I will say is it's been 2 weeks of me tracking now. So the first week I just kind of like tracked what I was eating to see where I was at, and that's where I really realized how inconsistent I was. And then I just had a full week of, like, I set myself up on macros and I tracked. And what I will say is a lot of stuff I still don't weigh out. I eyeball, I trust myself, and I'm just like not really in the habit of it. And you know, some days I will just be hitting more of like a calorie goal in my protein rather than specific macros. It's not like I'm like sitting here like planning every day out, hitting everything, like planning every day out in advance, or like hitting every macro to the gram. It's very easy for me to do that, but this is just kind of bringing it back to fueling myself. And I also have just had this pull to really just like see what I can do. I think a large part of it is just me having grown up an athlete, and just in every aspect of my life, I'm like, if I do something, it's not like I need to go all in, right? That would be like, I'm gonna compete, hit every macro to the gram, like, let's fucking bulk. Like, it's not like that. Like, I do want to see what I can do. And I want to push myself, so I'm not like, oh, I'm just gonna like slowly grow, which like super easy to do without tracking. But I want to like grow. And I want to hold myself accountable and I want to see what I can do. So I'm doing this without a coach. I'm doing this on my own. I thought about having someone like just hold me accountable for some extra fun, but right now I just really want to see what my body can do, and I kind of want to do this for myself and share it and document it for you guys, and then I'll probably do some sort of cut, like I don't want to be like in the new year, but some sort of cut for summer, something like that. But yeah, right now, like, I just have been having so much fun. Like, even, it's been like a week and a half of me getting all my training sessions in. That's my other promise to myself. I'm not going to miss a training session. Obviously, like, things out of your control happen, but if it's in my control, I will be getting in my training sessions, be hitting my macros. I'm probably going to take weekends off of tracking, and just be mindful. Just this, I don't want your commentary. That is just what I'm gonna do because it's what feels good for me to win. I really just want to see how high I can get food without, I've had coaches in the past, you guys know, where I just put on a shit ton of excess body fat. So I don't want to do that, but I do want to freaking grow and push myself. And I'll keep you guys updated along the way. Let me know if there's any questions that you have or anything in specific that you want to see this growing phase. But yeah, I'm really pumped because it's going to be different than any like growing phase I've done before. I don't think I'm going to get food as high, just because my diabetes is in really, really good control. My thyroid is in a good place, which that was kind of an issue before. I didn't even know because that coach did not have me get blood work. And obviously I'm not here to just put on a ton of excess body fat. Like in previous growing phases, I'm pretty sure I gained like 20 pounds, and like that's not gonna help us, right? Like when I cut again, I don't want it to be like this huge thing. I want to continue just like having fun and living my life and having this balance. So again, this isn't me like diving in, it's me honing in on like having a goal again, and prioritizing myself. And again, it's not that I can't prioritize myself and not track. It's that it's in large part that I'm just like excited to have a goal again. And it was kind of the perfect time. So I was like, I've just been slacking. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see. Comment, share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss another one. I'll see you in the next one.